Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic, where this weekend, for our couple of episodes, we're starting at the Eastern Lodge. I still get East and West screwed up. We're starting at the Eastern Lodge, and we're going to probably follow along a similar route we did to the reserve tours, because I'd like to see if I can actually maybe get us up here and plunk the tent down, maybe right up there. Like, just that little spot there looks like a good area. Just put it down, and then we have northern access, western access, and eastern access. To do that, though, I just need to check and see... Okay, how much does... Okay, so that costs 5 to have on. How much does the tent have? Okay, we can just switch out like that, so we're going to do that. And let me just double check. Yeah, we should be pretty good on everything, so... Yeah, we're good to head out. We're just going to keep the same loadout with using the longbow and the shotgun. Yeah, there's the road out. So we're just going to go through a little bit of a hike through Hirschfelden again, see what we can find, see what we can get lucky with. Because I am over here, you know, I'll wait until we hear any pheasant calls before I might, like, change out the shotgun's ammo for the birdshot, because we can't go after those if we hear them calling. I do have the call. Actually, maybe I'll just take a quick check, because I don't think I'll need the red deer caller right now. I think, yeah, we'll do the pheasant, the hog, and the fox, and I think that should be good. And yeah, as you guys can easily tell, I have gone clean shaven. I think mistakes were made, though, even looking at myself in the camera. Like, I did have to shave for another reason besides just trying to clean myself up and see how I look, but... Yeah, I definitely think I look a little better. Maybe I'll even do a poll on the channel and see after a few videos of you guys seeing this back, or... clean-shaven me versus how I am before, which one you prefer. But yeah, it's just something I look over and it's... I don't know if I really should have done that even though I did have to. But it is what it is. But yeah, so this weekend we're probably... It is really just going to be more of, I guess, trying to get to the northern area. It sounds like the northern parts of the map might have the fallow deer a little more, so getting ourselves set up there with a tent is probably going to be our best option for trying to show them off or go after them a little more actively. But that does require us taking a bit of a hike to get up there, and, be honest, I think it's probably about equal distance. Like, for the distance up here is probably the same as the distance out that way, so... Neither one is really going to be a better choice to get us up and over there. But we'll see how things go, what we might come across, and what we can get lucky with, really. Last weekend wasn't too bad. It wasn't exactly the most productive of starts, but at least it did let us show off, like... I don't know. I think that's just ambience, but it let us go, like, the couple of red foxes, the boar charged us, a red deer... We got a few little things, at least, so we'll see if this weekend we can manage the same while we do have a goal in mind. And is this... Okay, yeah, this is the rangefinder. I forgot to switch out for the binoculars, although rangefinder will probably do just as well of a job. We'll stick to the main road, see what we can find along them, what might be calling from the sides, and then just go and proceed from there with what we might try going after. But I'm thinking maybe the first three weekends will be good to have it set up so it's a little bit of showing each region, and there are specific animals requested, or there's certain things that people want to see. That gives us a couple of weekends to be able to fit those in and show everything off as requested. I do figure maybe we will just make this another 10... Ooh. No, just can't. Wait a minute. That's on the ground. Okay. That's interesting. So, looks like the... I know there were comments... I didn't think it was the Canada Geese, but certain maps will have... The animals will just be on the ground at times. I think maybe there are some that exclusively need setups to draw them in, and other times there might be some that are just kind of idle and on the map for a little bit. If I can actually get in nice and close, maybe we can bag ourselves a goose or two. maybe right up there, but it's kind of hard to tell. It's just that I see like a little thing that's a little different there. Oh, okay, so now that's going out again. Oh, I see it. I can just see the head poking up right there. Well, looks like there are a couple. You know what? Let me apply the scent eliminator. Jeez, we're not even halfway through its uses yet. That, I gotta admit, we've gotten a lot of longevity out of the scent eliminator. It might cost a bit to actually have, but it's pretty handy. Okay, you know what? It might take a little bit, but I'm thinking I'm going to crawl my way close, and then because this is loaded with 6 rounds of birdshot, I can hopefully get at least 1 goose. Because with them on the ground like this, I have to be able to get them. As long as they're midair in the V, I think Dangerflu has commented and said that's when they're almost like invulnerable or in a state where you cannot do anything with them. But when they're on the ground like this, just kind of like idling about, I think I'm going to be able to pop a few and see what we can get for them. This is actually, if I can get this and the fallow deer, we'll actually have shown off the entire roster for, well, maybe not yet. Yeah, with the fallow deer, it would be the entire roster for Hirschfelden. And it's not very many maps I've actually been able to do that. I think Timbergold I was able to, because I did get the puma, or the mountain lion, and I did get the bighorn sheep. Okay, so if I can get up on top of this hill, there's supposed to be one more hay bale ahead, I believe. I just can't really see it because of the angle of the slope. Yeah, they're just ahead still. Just a small pop-up, that's all. Not much. I think once I can get beside the hay bale there, I'll be good to just start shooting and see what I can get. And yeah, I'm going to be a little cheap and get them while they're on the ground if I can. It doesn't make much sense not to try, really. Okay, there we go. I finally got the little bit more range of vision. I don't know how close I gotta get. See, the thing is, I haven't done a lot of shotgun hunting to know what good ranging is with it. But at least I am able to probably get in a bit closer. And it's just the one that seems to be making all the noise. I thought being in a flock there'd be a few others, but maybe that's how they limit so that way your hunter mate isn't constantly going off, is they assign one as like the call animal for the group. Okay, you know what? See if I can get the threshold lowered or changed again. I'm going to try. That's kind of the problem I have with the Hunter Classic at times, is because there's like this minimum view down distance. Can't aim any lower than this, which means I can't see any lower. That's the one thing I hate about when you're crouching low, because we've had problems in the past with this. If I go low, I can't look lower than this. And I think that's BS. There's no reason why I can't see being able to look lower than this. Like, I try aiming, I can't aim any lower. And I want to know why that's happening, because I should be on a completely flat surface here. But it's not letting me. Like, if I stand up and look, this should be completely flat, so I don't see why it has such a problem with letting me just try to aim low. We lost our chance there. I I think it's even in Hirschfelden. Was it Hirschfelden or was it White Rime? It's just annoying to have... No, it was White Rime trying to go after, I think it was the fox a couple of times. I've encountered it way too often in this game, and it's... I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Like, I don't know if it's supposedly to prevent you from clipping into the terrain, or if it's something else, but... we can at least go for another, or try for another species of bird. We'll see about the pheasants. And I don't think this actually calls them in. I think all this basically does is like a little way to be able to track where they are, and they'll respond readily to it. Yeah, that's all I think it does, is it basically is put a call out, and you'll get a reply back. It won't really bring them in from where they are. Now I just heard something. Yeah, maybe it was flapping of wings. Okay, but let me get a look out there. Is that... Oh, yeah, that... Okay, so we got a couple out there. I think they're both males. Oh, and we got one down there, too. You know what, let me start with this one, because usually these guys... It seems like sometimes they'll actually fly towards you rather than away. I guess it depends on what direction they're facing when they get startled. But they might actually want to try flying back over me because the tree line's here. But yeah, after blowing the chance of the geese there, I want to try to get these... Again, I cannot look down more... There we go. God, I hate how that's a thing. Like, now I can actually look down and up and everything. Okay, so let me crawl around a little bit and see. There was the one out here. The two in there just because of how the grass is, and again, the terrain might be an issue. And there we go, I've locked up, I can't go any lower than this. I mean, I can look up alright, but that's not really what I need when I'm down low. Actually, it looks like you can see through the road here. I guess maybe it's like a texture a little bit above the ground for it? I don't know, it's kind of weird. There's actually a few places and a few maps where when you see like roads and that put in place, it almost is like they do have a see-through or they're floating a bit. Like the texture is applied on something like a different level than the actual ground is. Oh, actually, I don't think... I mean, they definitely had to have heard it. I don't think they've gone flying off. So let's just snag you, see what you've got. I know you're ground, but I'm not going to care too much. It's at least just something we can claim. And how much? Not bad. We'll just resume, though, because we do have what could be some more options up here. And I'm not going to crouch my way up here. They're already startled, so I don't see, like, doing the full prone crawl helping for that. Although, one of the things about them... And there's still one more. I don't think it's taken off, though, because there were 3 total. Oh, yeah, I think it's right down there still. Maybe I'll see if I can get that one. Yeah, I got it. I also remembered how to flush them out. I mean, I didn't let it get very airborne, but I still decided let's let it get a little airborne. Yeah, so we'll just resume game there. So the geese didn't quite work out as well as I'd hoped they would, but we at least can make up for that with getting the pheasants. And it's almost like the damn things are mocking me up there. There you buggers are. Okay, well let's get this other guy and then see... Oh, we're kind of going the direction I want. I did get pretty sidetracked there trying to get the geese, and I can always just decide to do like a sprint up towards the end of the next episode to plant down the tent so we can make sure we've got that there. And we got you as well. Oh, actually, our airborne one was our best scoring one. So you know what? This guy will, if he starts, or stops flipping out. And yeah, let's pick you up so we can have a just... Oh, lordy. I don't know what's going on with them. If I try to grab his head... Oh, there we go. Now you calm down. And let's just try to see... I guess like that's good. And I even heard another one as we've been setting this up. Okay, so that call came from... Oh, actually, no. I don't have any other to respond to there. But yeah, let me get back more towards the road and work our way northwards proper. And then because I did take the few shotgun shots, I'm guessing I'll be fine to just run for a little bit to get us on track again. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll come across some more landed geese and I can try getting them. Although, I don't know... Maybe they're going to be a little more exclusive to the southern areas. Because I don't think I've came across any of them beforehand. So maybe it's one of the things I'll have to do is if I want to try getting the geese without a setup, I have to work more in this like southeastern area of the map for them. Yeah, for now, let's just get us back on trail and see about working our way up to the other areas of the map. That northern tip being the biggest one. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I've actually even been there like outside of the recordings either. I know on Hirschfelden, I'm trying to think of where I've been. I think it's mostly been around in this area here. Not that much over here. It's all been mostly the mainland here. It's not much, if anything, has sent me up that far north. So this is going to be into parts of the map I haven't really seen much myself. This is going to be new for all of us, or, well, at least new for me, as well as some of you guys. Yeah, we'll keep going up along the road. It might be a bad idea to jog, but you know what? Actually, let me take a look out there, because it looks like there's something... Oh, it's just a hay bale. It's just how it's kind of blocked by one of the hills was all. I thought it was almost like a hog or something. Okay, but yeah, we'll keep going, see what else we might be able to come across or hear or what have ya, and what we can do about it. But yeah, I gotta admit, with how, for my area, winter does not want to let go. It keeps coming back. It seems like we're starting to lose snow, it's melting, we're getting into a springish, and then we get a bit more snow and everything's white again, and it's like, what the hell? So it's kind of nice to have this expedition series going on right now, because it's like, I'd love to see a different season right now. White Rime, it's basically White Rime outside. I'd prefer something that feels a little different, more... Oh, we got a... That's a squeaker, but it's a female one. So yeah, we'll just leave her alone, let her just make all the noise she wants. But yeah, seeing the nice, more autumn colors and everything all about here, it is a very nice change of scenery that I wish we could get around here. I mean, granted, I prefer more spring colors, but at this point, as long as it's not winter. Oh, and there's a mission objective completed. That's something I still really should try to do a little more, is maybe look at missions, but I also found free hunting is, I don't know, it feels like it fits me a little bit better in a way. Like, I like more just the free roam, not trying to have too set on a goal, because I think if I were to have that in mind and I can't meet it, I'd feel frustrated at that. Whereas free hunting, it doesn't matter too much. Like, again, the geese flying off. as much as I wanted to get them, I'm not too hung up on that. Whereas if it was like a mission objective and it's failed or that, it might be something that feels a little bit more, I should have gotten it done, why didn't I? Just kind of that thinking with it. So I think I'll keep just doing the free roam a bit. Maybe I'll eye some of the missions and see if they're pretty easy objectives to meet, then I'll probably try to squeeze them in here or there. But for the most part, I won't be too focused on trying to get that accomplished or done. And you know what, I am going to go for a little bit of a jog. Just see if we can get any other calls while we're progressing along. Because we are getting pretty close to that bridge. And we do have quite a few minutes left. Oh, actually, is that a partridge right there flying? It's a female pheasant, but I don't think it's worth it to go after her. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why she popped out to fly alongside the road there. Unless you want to do a little bit of a side-by-side with us. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a jog with... Oh, actually, you know what? If there's a track here, let's see what it is. Pheasant, fleeing. Okay, I guess maybe because I was running it. Or maybe that's where she just landed. That could be it. Yeah, it's just a little weird to see it flying in quite like that. There are a few, like, ambient birds, I think, that fly around, but you can kind of tell that they're just, like, for show or decoration. That one just seemed a little too... Actually, is that one right up there? Yeah, that's one right up there. That one just seemed a little out of place for that, so I thought I'd just take a look and see. And nothing registering on the hunter mate. Oh! Oh, no, see, that's way... You know what? I'll try a call just to see if there's anything on the way to the bridge. And if it's not too far out, maybe we'll try to get it, because that may be our last animal. Oh, geez, nothing. Okay, I thought maybe if we get lucky. Then again, as we get close to the bridge, we might hear a fox again. Because that was one of the weird things about last episode's, or, yeah, very last episode's end, was it almost seems like the foxes teleport across the river, or one did. We had the surprise of two of them. Oh, yeah, it looks like a red deer shed right there. Let's see what we got. Yeah, red deer antler. 73.51735. I don't think... I'm actually not sure if there are any sheds that are actually, like, really good. I don't think I've ever come across them in the game. I think all the ones I've gotten have been average scoring or fairways below. I guess the best scoring antlers, you do want them on the actual animals, so... I guess that might be a reason why the scores are... Oh, hang on a moment. No, that's just a female. I'm going to leave her be. Yeah, we'll leave her be so that we can actually say we got across where I wanted to go, and we just got to shoot straight up north. I mean, relatively straight. It's not exactly a complete straight line. Oh, yeah, so we bagged a few birds. Was hoping for a little bit more, but at least we can say we've gotten good progress made into more parts of the map. And as we get more to the center, this is where we'll probably start hearing more like fox calls, more roe deer, maybe red deer, but I don't think the red deer are as common in the middle of the map. I think they stick a little bit more to the sides. Like, I think it's kind of like down in this area more. I might be mistaken, but that's just from what I remember experiencing for some of the hunts I've gone on before I've done this series. Or, well, actually just cover the game in general. Of course, that was quite a few years ago, so things may have changed, but it's hard to say. And nice view right along the river. Is there anything along it? Doesn't look like anything down that way. And it doesn't really look like anything down that way either, so we'll just keep going. Actually, let me take a look ahead. Is this one of those... well, there is some stuff floating way in the distance there from looks back here. But there's not really that weird thing with the road markers like in some other spots you can find. Yeah, but it's nice, bright blue sky. I'm not sure if we've actually had any rain on Hirschfelden for the Expedition series so far. I know, well, White Rime I don't really think can get much weather-wise. It might get a blizzard going through. And I know Timbergold Trails we had a few passing showers through that. Hirschfelden, I'm pretty sure can get rain. I just don't know how common it is to have it happen. Can you hear the birds singing? Nice, bright, warm day out. Yeah, I don't really see much of anything. Oh, hang on. That was... Okay, see, that was weird, because it seemed like there was something there. Now, completely gone. I wonder if maybe it was a pheasant call. I'll just keep this at the keep this out in case, but yeah, I don't know what it would have been that I missed. I thought for maybe it was like a track left on the road. There are, like, it can be a bit weird sometimes with tracks. Sometimes the little, like, semi-sphere or half-sphere that is around them, or the dome, is, like, way too low into the ground so you don't actually see it at all. Other times, though, it's like this, where it's right where it should be, and it's pretty easy to catch with your eyes. So what do we got right here? Red Fox track, okay. And, oh, we got another Canada Goose call, so maybe I can actually get some this episode. This'll be our bird episode. I'll have to see how I want to approach this. I think if I can just keep myself with a good, see, I don't want to stay on the road too much. But I gotta be careful as I'm closing in on them. And just make sure, yeah, that's fully loaded. Oh, again, just... Okay, let me think here. They might have moved a little bit more right into... No, I think I see it. Okay, yeah, so... it looks like it might just be the one. Let's see, I'm going to try to get beside that rock, and maybe that'll be good enough distance. Because maybe I've been a little bit too cautious or overly worried with the shotgun's range. It certainly probably got a better... Would it have more range than a bow? I'd assume so, but... I guess this is our time to try and see. Yeah, we'll stick low. We'll use that rock as our landmark for, like, gauging distance towards it. Once we get there, we'll pop up and just take a look and see. God, I do admit I missed the facial hair, because at least it kind of felt a little bit better to, like, just have my hand where it is, because I know this is a common trait of mine to just hold my chin a bit while I'm thinking or trying to do stuff, but the texture doesn't feel as nice now. Like, I can feel a little bit of stubble in that. I do miss it. Maybe I'll try this. No, that just looks weird trying to do the finger under the chin. Yeah, I'll have to figure out something for in the meantime until the hair grows back. But I'll probably also be doing the actual, like, hair on my head buzz cut soon, too. Just get that cleared up. It's one of the things, I like how I look with the hair, but it can be a little bit annoying to actually have that as well, because you got the itching, how long it takes to dry, how it wants to sit or fold or bedhead or stuff like that. It's kind of a trade-off. You either can look good, but put up with the annoyances, or don't worry about the annoyances, but you might not look as nice as you'd like to. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're still a bit further out than I like. Let me see with the rangefinder here, because, yeah, that's what I got equipped. And it does look like it's just the lone geese there. Or goose, sorry. It is the goose and a pheasant. And I think there's another pheasant out there. I just saw... I think so. It's kind of hard to tell with how far out it is, but let's just worry about these two. Because if the pheasant has been, like the other ones have been, maybe it won't even get, like, startled off with me taking out the goose. Oh, and there's another pheasant up there, I think. I'm going for a goose, and this one has pheasant bodyguards, apparently. And again, I've hit the threshold where... Try a little closer in. And then I'll take my shot and see. Yeah, once I stand up... Okay, let's try here. Okay, didn't get him, and the other one flew too. Okay, I thought it might with taking all those shots. But at least we bagged what the big draw of that was. Oh, actually, looks like I sent a few geese flying. Yeah, I don't have a reason to go after them all the way up there. But we at least bagged this one, so let's take a look and see. I'm not sure if it's their wing flaps I'm hearing or the pheasant. Okay, well, either way, let's take a look at it. So this was our first Canada Goose, and it scores us 17. I suppose not too bad. We'll just do, again, the small game pose works pretty good for, like, birds, rabbits, small game. I don't know why I'm trying to complicate that. Lift you up. Come on up. Oh, lordy, why are you freaking out? They do not like getting picked up by their heads. That's for... Oh, Lord, what the hell is going on with the poor thing? Okay, now you've straightened out. You're not as demonically possessed. So the first time you try to pick them up, probably just bring them up a little bit, and then try again after you've let go. That seems to work out a little bit better. And let's just try to say, like, right there. There we go. We done gunned a goose. Yeah, so we'll accept that. And with where we are, I think I'll just get back to the road, and then we can pause this episode, or end this episode. And then the next one, we have our relatively straight shot northwards. Overall, not too bad of an episode. We did bag a few birds. It wasn't too much, really, action-wise, but again, we have more destination in mind, so think of this kind of closer to our one White Rhyme episode of us getting out there. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of the Hunter Classic. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in comments right down below. And until I see you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.